surrounding the Golden Gate simply disappear. Phyllis, Phyllis, who makes the warning bells on the cable cars play, the gangs all hear. Phyllis, Phyllis, who charms the crabs on fishermen's wharf right out of their shells, who lights the lamps of Chinatown just by walking in view. Ooh, Phyllis, 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 it sure isn't you.
And what do you want?
I'm from the phone company. I'd like to connect the phone up here.
I thought that's who you were.
I'm sorry I took you by surprise.
Oh, that's all right. It's just that I'm not used to having strange men crouch in my bedroom. Lars, Dr. Lindstrom, my late husband. I'm a widow, you know.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Anyway, Dr. Lindstrom used to crouch behind the sofa, sometimes wearing this African mask he had, and he would leap out at me and try to tickle me. Sometimes he wouldn't leap out at all, and I'd find him when I was cleaning.
Well, he sounds like a real nice fella.
Yeah. You like it?
Yes. I should be out of your way here pretty quick.
The telephone is a marvelous instrument, isn't it?
It's a living.
I was a lonely child. I had very few friends. No dog. No cat. No bird. No fishy. Do you know what my only companion was?
No, ma'am, I don't.
The telephone.
Yes.
I'd play with it by the hour, pretending I was the telephone operator. Number, please. That's what I'd say. I was really lonely. Cute as hell, but lonely.
Ma'am, would you like the long cord or the short cord on the phone?
This is the long one.
I believe you're right.
Well, how does it look?
Oh, you're home, dear. I picked up some of your things at the cleaners.
Oh, thank you, Audrey. Just hang them anywhere.
Oh, all right. You had a long-distance phone call today from Jerome Patterson. He'll be here tomorrow.
Jerome? He's coming here?
Oh, you know him then.
Oh, well, he was our family lawyer as well as Lars and my dear, dear friend.
Oh, I'm so happy there'll be someone here who likes you.
I can't wait till you meet him. He's handsome. He's intelligent. He's witty. Oh, he used to kid Lars. Lars, you lucky dog, he'd say. If you hadn't snapped up Phyllis first, you'd be the bachelor instead of me. Oh, I wonder why Jerome is coming to San Francisco.
Maybe he's coming to snap you up again.
No, not Jerome. We're just friends. Anyway, he knows I've only been a widow for 3 months.
Or perhaps he's coming to take a number.
A number of what?
Well, you know, like a bakery. You go in and you get a number. You know you're not going to be served right away, but you don't want some Johnny-come-lately beating you to the cookies.
Okie dokie, ma'am. There you go.
Oh, it's ringing.
It'll do that sometime.
Hello. Yes? Oh, yes. Oh, thank you. That was just the phone company checking to see if the phone was working.
And was it?
Morning, Julie.
Hiya, Phyllis.
Oh, Julie, can I change the time I go to lunch?
I guess so. What time do you want to go?
Well, instead of going from 12 to 1, can I go from 1 to 4? See, it's just that one of the closest friends in the world, Jerome Patterson, is in town, and he's taking me to lunch.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, it's not like that. It's just a friend of the family. I've known him as long as I've known Lars. Now, longer. He's out here to see a client of his. He's a lawyer. He's brought along some papers for me to sign. And something to do with Lars' estate.
How long is Jerome in town for?
Just a little while. We're going to have lunch at the Marrakesh. And tomorrow night we take the ferry to Sausalito. Saturday we're going to the opera.
Are you sure Jerome doesn't have a little in mind?
Certainly not.
Good. In that case, you don't need 3 hours for lunch.
Julie, there's not a chance in the world of anything happening between Jerome and me. I couldn't do that to Lars.
Phyllis, it's not like Lars is out of town.
Well, it's just too soon.
What makes you so sure it's too soon?
Because every time I even consider dating another man, I can just see Lars looking down going,
What are you waiting for until you see him going?
Oh, here's one that looks good. Blazing adventure, non-stop action, a stunning cinematic achievement. Never heard of the actors, though. Sally Hot Stuff Evans and Ernie Erotico.
I don't think we want to see that one, dear.
Oh, well, how about this one? The Night of the Vampire.
No, Audrey, I'm not going to take you to any more scary movies. You remember how Jaws upset you? For 2 weeks afterwards, you started screaming every time you saw my teeth in the glass. I don't feel like a movie tonight. Why don't we just go upstairs and play Scrabble until the family hour is over?
Oh, that must be Phyllis's friend, Jerome from Minneapolis. Phyllis, I think your friend Jerome from Minneapolis is here.
Hello, I'm Jerome Patterson.
Come right in. Phyllis is expecting you.
Oh, Jerome! Audrey! Jonathan, this is Jerome, one of my dearest friends. He and Lars and I used to have such fun. When was the last time we were all together?
Lars' funeral.
Very nice to meet you.
Oh, yes, I'm sure I would have enjoyed talking to you if I had talked to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to beat him tonight.
Lovely people.
Well, shall we sit?
Oh, Phyllis, you didn't have to go to any trouble.
Oh, I hope you like this cake. I bought it myself. I really appreciate your coming all the way out here to help settle Lars' estate.
Oh, I'm happy to do it, Phyllis.
Oh, I'm very fortunate to have friends around me now. To friendship.
I don't have any coffee in my cup.
To friendship.
Friendship. Burnt my tongue. Yes, it's okay.
Oh, sorry. I'll always cherish the good times you and Lars and I had in Minneapolis. Oh, remember that winter we all went skating? And Lars came down with pneumonia. We all sat around and laughed about the funny way he had of blowing his nose. To the good times.
The good times.
Well, tell me about these papers I must sign.
Well, right here. There's a few things I should explain. Well, let me see. Well, let me start with the investments.
Oh, I didn't know Lars had any investment.
Well, there's not really much to speak of. They're mostly losses, but they have to be closed out anyway. He had some money in soybean futures.
Soybean futures. Isn't life ironic? That a little soybean should have a future when Lars didn't.
Guess so. And then there was a minor investment in a play. It's a musical comedy based on the Brothers Karamazov. I think the cast took the money and started a religious commune somewhere.
Well, Lars never was very lucky in investments. Of course, he was never very lucky in anything.
He was lucky in love.
Oh. Sometimes.
Well, he was happy. I guess that's all that counts.
Yeah, well, I suppose you signed this. It's just a document giving me the power to settle things for you.
All right. Do you have a pen?
Or a pencil?
Phyllis.
Please don't try to touch my body.
I won't.
Good. Because I don't want you to.
I don't know why I did that.
I think there are two possible explanations. A, it was a gesture of friendship. B, it was lust. And I must tell you honestly, Jerome, it felt mostly like B.
Believe me, that wasn't it. I've never done anything like that in my life.
Oh.
I can't explain it. It just... Well, I saw you sitting there, and you look so...
Lovely?
so lovely, and so...
Alluring?
so alluring, and I don't know. I couldn't stop myself.
I can understand that.
How could I do such a lousy thing? I come here as a friend, and I end up like some crazed attorney. What kind of a rotten person am I?
Jerome, you're being too hard on yourself.
What got into me? I'm a man possessed. An animal.
Jerome.
A fiend. I make myself sick.
Jerome, listen to me.
But this is
Jerome,
unforgivable what I did.
Jerome,
I don't do anything.
Will you stop it? Jerome, it is a natural instinct for one human being to reach out to another human being. You just happen to reach out a little too enthusiastically. You mustn't blame yourself.
Oh, sure. I did it again, didn't I?
Yes, I'm afraid you did. Why don't we just finish these things at a later date?
My behavior tonight was unforgivable. I mean, what am I going to do? Just say I'm sorry? This is one of those cases where a simple apology isn't enough. I need a great apology. And great apologies are hard to come up with. Maybe I can get back to you in a few days.
It all happened so fast. All I did was ask if he had a pen. Or a pencil. So I could sign the papers, and he grabbed me and kissed me on the mouth, savagely.
Thank God you didn't ask him for a typewriter.
Oh, Julie, I feel so terrible. I've sullied Lars' memory with his best friend.
What did you want to do, sully it with a stranger?
I'm so confused.
Why?
I think maybe I wanted him to...
Kiss you.
That is a horrible thing to say.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
No, I didn't want him to kiss me. It's just that when he did, wish I could have hated it more.
Phyllis, what do you expect? You're a normal, healthy woman, and like any normal, healthy woman, you have dirty thoughts.
Wish I could burn the memory of it from my lips.
I'll heat up the coffee.
Why did this whole thing have to happen to me?
Phyllis.
Phyllis, you should not feel bad. You see, what you're feeling is very common. See, I've got this friend in L.A., and he's got this theory. He says women are at their peak of sensuality during periods of despair. As a matter of fact, he goes all over looking for women who are going through an emotional crisis and hits on them.
Go back in the dark room, Leo.
Of course, he says you've got to put up with a lot of crying and stuff, you know. But during that L.A. earthquake, he made out like a bandit.
Do you think Leo is right?
I never think Leo is right. Erskine Photography. Yeah, hold on. It's Jerome.
Hello? Oh, I see. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's no way I could get away from work. Couldn't you just mail them to me to sign? Oh, well, good. That's what we'll do then. Well, nice to see you again. Jerome, have a pleasant trip. He wanted me to go to his hotel room to finish signing the paper. Said he got called back to Minneapolis on business.
You're not going to go?
No.
What's the matter? Are you afraid something might happen?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
Of course not. After all, who knows what wiles Jerome is planning to work upon me? What vile stratagems he plans to ply. Well, I am not going to betray the memory of my dear departed husband, Lars.
What are you afraid of? You were with him last night and you didn't betray Lars.
Well, but Jonathan and Audrey were there. This is a hotel, not even a Fairmont.
Phyllis, don't you see? If you don't go there, you'll always wonder what would have happened. You can't live with those kinds of doubts about yourself.
I'll learn to live with them.
All right, then, don't go.
Wonder what would have happened if I'd gone.
See, it's only 5 seconds and you're already wondering. You want to spend the rest of your life wondering what would have happened?
Guess I'll have to go. Hope I can handle it.
Of course you can, Phyllis. At this moment, there are probably millions of guys all over the world making passes at women, and there's got to be at least 5 or 6 women saying no.
Phyllis, I didn't think you were coming.
Well, I was just passing by and I saw the light in your hotel window.
Can I take your coat?
Take it where? Oh, no. Thank you. I'll just leave it on.
Felt a little awkward about asking you to come here after last night.
Last night is past, Jerome. That's why it's called Last Night.
explain these papers to you.
Oh, that won't be necessary. I'm sure everything's in order. I'll just sign.
Now, if you just put your signature here.
All righty. I'll just put my John Hancock right here.
That's very nice. Now, if you'll cross out John Hancock.
Silly.
That's very nice. Well, I'll take care of these as soon as I get back.
Right.
Nice seeing you again, Phyllis. I hope everything works out for you.
You mean that's all there was?
Yes.
You mean that you just only wanted me to sign the papers?
Yes.
You had no ulterior motive?
No.
Oh.
Phyllis? Something the matter?
I don't know. This is very difficult for me. I'm not sure I understand it myself. What if in Casablanca, Bogart had gotten on that plane instead of Ingrid Bergman? She'd never know. She would have gotten on that plane with her husband. Do you see what I mean?
No.
Oh, Jerome, I guess when I came here today, I half expected you to make a pass at me.
You wanted me to make a pass at you?
No, I didn't want you to make a pass at me. What I wanted was to find out how I would react if you did make a pass at me.
Now, how are you going to know that? Unless I do make a pass at you.
That's very true.
Phyllis, do you want me to kiss you?
How else will I know? Thank you, Jerome.
G-I-C. Quixotic. Now that's 10. 28. Tripled. 84. And doubled is...
168.
and 50 for using up all 7 letters.
There's 218 points.
Oh, I just knew I was going to find an opening.
Audrey, that is ridiculous. What do you mean you knew you'd find an opening? The chances against finding an opening or quixotic must be 10,000 to 1. You could have ended up with all those letters. That is a foolish, stupid, idiotic way to play Scrabble.
I won, didn't I? Hi. Oh, Phyllis, you're home. How was your day, dear?
Oh, today was a very good day. I think I'm finally beginning to really start putting my life in order.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, Phyllis, you had a phone call from that nice young man, Jerome Patterson. Really? Yes. He called to say that he'd arrived in Minneapolis, and he just wanted to thank you for such a nice time in San Francisco. And would you please find yourself another lawyer?